you think made our long distance relationship work? Top 3 things.
We did Uvu, Skype.
Baby.
I still remember the little sidebars on the ads. Like, it's crazy how honest and truthful we are to each other.
What's been the most challenging thing for you as a married person?
Ooh. You know, oddly enough,
5 years this year.
yeah, it's been crazy how time flies. I really feel like it's always been the same thing and will probably always be the same thing. I really feel like it's communication. And at least for me, because that's a point that I feel like I can always improve on. Like, it's amazing to me. You can speak all these languages and you learn all this vocabulary, and you have times a period where you communicate, but like time constraints and the pressures of having children, having a job, having family members, and people wanting time from you and stuff like that, and you yourself having to make time for yourself. You have to still make time to communicate to your partner, so you can establish expectations and standards and routines so that you don't create room for disappointment and just all the negative feelings that come with when things just fail and like expectations are met. So shit like that is just always important to me. It's just like, okay, how can I communicate? Like, going out of my way to be like, oh, I gotta do this with you, and like letting you know, hey, I'm doing this, or oh, I didn't do this, or hey, let's plan to do this. So like communication, whether it's simple thing of like, hey, this is how I'm feeling today, because those things are important too. Because again, all of these pressures that we have, whether it's a job, kids, take time and energy. So before you know it, time flies, and you have to check in with the person and being like, hey, this is how I feel. So like, you know, making sure we keep up with stuff like that has always been the most challenging thing, because every time we fail in communication, whether it's because of misunderstanding, we forgot something, that creates so much tension that it just takes hours, and it used to take days to get us back to a good place. Now, thank God, like over time it's improved. So like I don't think I can stay mad with you over like half a day anymore, thank God. But like there were times where like we just weren't messing with each other for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really feel like communication, to put it simply and to the point, and again, it can be anything from like a misunderstanding, like, or one of us forgetting something. It's usually me. I'll be forgetting a lot of stuff, in the sense of like, okay, I said I was gonna do this, but stuff happens. And yeah, that expands into other things too, like having grace for each other and being nice to each other outside of one's feelings of the situation. So I could go on and on about this. I don't know how you want me to talk.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah, because it expands to a lot of things. I'm also thinking like,
It really does.
yeah, because the thing is just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think about grace, for example, and I'm just like, okay, there are times where you just won't be able to talk to the person and things fall apart. And that's okay, because there are other things that have to take priority, whether that be work or the kids and stuff like that. And you have to have grace for the person and being able, and that's why that rapport and the truth and all that and the trust that you build comes in hand, because then you're like, okay, you know what? She fucked up, but I fuck up too sometimes. How do I fix my tone? How do I frame? How do I use my words? And how do I present my issues and problems in a way where there isn't too much tension in the relationship when I communicate it? So all that goes hand in hand, and it's very challenging. It's very challenging, and I feel like we've gotten better, and I can improve so much more.
Okay, what's been your best memory from our marriage so far?
Best memory. I mean, this is hard for me to choose. For me, it's really like every time I see my kids with you, like particularly like the birth of our. For me, I think about the most memorable stuff, like the birth of my kids.
You gotta choose one.
Okay, our honeymoon. That was one of the most.
Oh dang! You went from kids to honeymoon. Okay.
Yeah, cause like it was just such a great time. I remember us being with Buddy too.
Buddy was our first baby. That was
our dog.
Our dog.
And oh my goodness, we built a big old fort, and it was just so much fun. Like, we built the fort, and we had a big TV. We built the fort over the TV, so it looked like just like a.
He thought I was so ridiculous for building this too. I'm such a kid. I'm such a huge kid. Like, I love all kid things, forts, museums, movies, toys. Like, I love it all. And he has a big kid in him too. So
Yeah, I'm glad
when it actually came together, he was like,
oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Because you can do kid stuff with adult resources.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I love about you too. Like, you're so fun. Like, you bring out stuff in people that they don't necessarily see in themselves, and I'm so glad you did that. Because yeah, you exposed me to that. Like, I just keep thinking about musicals. Like, I used to hate musicals. Now I'm like raving about it. And now I see other people in the position that I used to be. I'm like, oh, you just don't know.
Saying they're stupid, and they're like, okay, but you love it.
But can you sing and dance and do all this stuff and tell a good story? Like,
okay.
Bro, what?
Anyway, back to the point.
Back to the point.
The fort.
Yes, the fort was amazing because it was such a personal moment, and we built together, and we had so much fun. We played video games, we watched movies, we hung out with Buddy, and like it was just such a great time. That was during the pandemic too, so like just to have
I was gonna
there.
say, like, for those of you who are like a fort for your honeymoon, we got married height of pandemic 2020. It was July, so things were kind of calming down, but it was still kind of crazy outside. We canceled our actual wedding that we're gonna have.
We were gonna go to Tokyo.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Tokyo for the Olympics, and all of that got shut down. But we decided we're still gonna get married, and so in Colorado, you can just go get married, just you, whatever, elope, sign papers. Our dog was our witness. Buddy was our witness.
Such an amazing time. He was my best man.
He was, and so we got married in the dog park that we will always take Buddy to because we love going to there.
Dog park. It was acres upon acres
It was.
upon acres
It was.
upon acres.
I'll put like picture and like maybe a little bit of video footage in there so you guys can see. But like
the frontier was mountains.
Yeah, it was a lot of land. But we went there and we got married because Buddy loved that space and we loved that space too. And we exchanged vows, and yeah, it was beautiful.
It was a beautiful moment.
It was just us and Buddy, and everything was shut down and very unsafe in the world. So we stayed home for our honeymoon instead of going anywhere and risking anything, and we built everything at home. So our honeymoon was like 3 days in our apartment living room, and so to zhuzh it up, I decided let's do a fort, and this will be like our little mini hotel suite. And it was amazing. We had a huge living room, so we had a huge fort in there between the couch and the TV. Our air mattress, we had a queen size air mattress that was like laid up in there. We designed it. I got us a blanket for our wedding.
Oh yeah.
That had the Robinson fingernails on it, so we used our wedding blanket.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
And yeah, we had a really beautiful time.
That was definitely my most fun that I've had in a marriage because it's just like, it was such a personal moment. It was just us, and we was just doing things that we love to do. So yeah,
I love that. It's a really good choice. And of course our kids, but if you gotta choose one, interesting you went back there. I love it. What's been the most challenging for you as a parent? What's been your favorite memory as a parent so far?
Now I'm just getting stressed out about these kids. What was your question? I think, to put it simply,